Hi everybody and welcome to Monday's math session. Today for maths boys and girls we are going to be learning to follow a skip counting pattern. Okay, now skip counting is a part of maths because when we skip count forwards we are adding numbers to the pattern each time as we go along. Okay, now today we're going to be learning to skip count by tens, by twos and by fives. Okay, so there are 3 skip counting patterns that we are going to practice. Now, over here in this book, I have a few skip counting patterns. There are already some numbers that have been used to start the skip counting patterns, and our job today is going to be to continue them. But before we do anything, we need to stop and we need to have a look at the numbers that are here. Okay, we can't just put any numbers on these lines. We need to check to see what it is skip counting by so that we can be successful to continue the skip counting pattern. All right? So we're going to have a look at the first numbers that are here. Let's have a look at the first skip counting pattern. And we need to think about what this pattern is counting by. Okay, so let's have a look. I want you to say the numbers with me. 0, 10, 20. That's what's here already. Now, you might already know what this is skip counting by because you might hear that pattern. But we're going to check. We're going to check to see how many from 0 to 10 and how many from 10 to 20, just to be sure. Okay? So I want you to start with me and we're going to count on from 0 to 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here, from 0 to 10, we've added 10. Now, we're going to check between 10 and 20 as well, just to be sure. Okay, we don't want to check just one jump. We want to check 2, just to be sure. Okay, so from 10 to 20, let's see what we get. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so from 10 to 20, we've added 10. So each time we jump 10 more, which means it is counting by tens. Okay, now you might already know that pattern, and that's fantastic. If you do, I want you to count along with me, okay, and we're going to write our numbers down to finish this skip counting pattern. I'm just going to grab another colour. Okay. So count with me, everyone. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. Now each time you make that jump, I actually want you to show your jump like this, and I want you to write how many you are adding each time. Each time I am adding 10. Okay, because we are skip counting by tens. So down here it says rule. Now this is not talking about our classroom rules where we ask you to sit nicely and have your eyes watching and your ears listening. This is talking about the skip counting rule. Now we know that each time we added a number, we added 10. Okay, so it is skip counting by tens. So you can either write skip counting by tens, okay, or you can just write plus 10. Okay, let's see what the next skip counting pattern is counting by. Okay, this looks tricky. Now let's say the numbers first because we might be able to hear the pattern straight away. 52, 62, 72, I want you to think about what would come next, okay? Remember, when the tens column stays the same, when the tens column changes, but the ones column stays the same, then we know it's counting by tens, okay? But let's just double check like we did before so that we can be successful when we continue our skip counting pattern. So let's start at 52 and see how many to get to 62. 52 is in my head. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So from 52 to 62, it jumps 10. Okay, now we know that from 62 to 72, it also jumps 10. So now I want you to finish the skip counting pattern with me. Let's count those numbers out loud. 52, 62, 72, 82, 92. I wonder if you can think about what comes next, okay? This is tricky. And if you don't know, you need to stop. You need to count on, okay? We know we're adding 10 more each time. So let's see what 10 more than 92 is. We know we've added 10 here. We've added 10 here. Now we need to add another 10. But let's find out what that number is. Starting at 92, we're going to count 10 more, okay? 92, it's in my head. Put it in yours. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. So 10 more than 92 is 102. Okay? Then I need to think about what's 10 more than 102. Let's count on from 102. 102 is in my head. Put it in yours. 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112. So 10 more than 102 is 112. Okay, see how they all end with 2? So I've added 10. I know that next it's 122, 132. Okay. So down here where it says rule, I need to write that rule. Okay. Now again, not the classroom rule, not the eyes watching, ears listening rule. I'm talking about the skip counting rule. We added 10 each time. Okay, so if you just want to write it the short way, that's okay. You can just write tens. So we know it's a skip counting pattern by tens. Let's count that together one more time. 52, 62, 72, 82, 92, 102, 112, 122, 132. And our rule is it is skip counting by tens. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, now let's have a look to see how many between this number and this number. So we're going to find out what this jump is. 30, 35. Okay, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it must be a skip counting pattern by fives. Okay, so I want you to finish this pattern with me. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, and my rule I would write in here is skip counting by fives. Okay, now when we're skip counting by fives or tens or twos or anything, just when we're skip counting, The numbers might not always start with 0, okay? Let's have a really quick look at... I'm going to have a really quick look at this one with you, okay? And we're going to see what this is skip counting by, because it's starting from a number that makes this pattern a little bit tricky, okay? But if we can see how many is added here and how many is added here, then we will know what this is skip counting by. So let's count from 24 to 29 and see what was added. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so we've got 5 was added here. And then from 29 to 34, let's check. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 5 was added there. So it is skip counting by 5s. It's not the pattern that we're used to where we say 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, but if it adds 5 each time, then it is also skip counting by 5s, okay? So then I would count on 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And I would do the same thing, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I wonder if anyone has noticed a pattern. Have a look at the numbers. Have a look at the numbers in the ones column. They go 4, then 9, then 4, then 9, then 4. I wonder what the ones column is going to be next. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So our skip counting pattern here, the rule is it is skip counting by 5s. Okay, that's an S to say 5s. Okay. Today, boys and girls, I would like for you to go to find the activity that says Monday in files, okay? And you are going to do what we just did now. You are going to have a look at the the skip counting patterns, and you need to continue them, okay? And there'll be a section that says rule. You need to write what it's skip counting by, okay? So find the activity. Have a look to see what it's skip counting by, use those strategies, and then finish your skip counting patterns. All right, boys and girls, good luck, and don't forget to send your work through to me. Bye, have fun, happy skip counting.